Good morning, welcome to Johnson's Garden Time. Jeremy, as the heat of summer gets here, we manage our summer, annual, grassy, annual and perennial weeds different than we do our spring weeds.
You know, the spring rains kind of get everything growing in the landscape, and we get to the heat of summer kicking in, which certainly did this June, and the fescues kind of slow down, but the weeds don't seem to slow down.
Okay, let's look at some of the ones that we see commonly in our lawns, and one is Bermuda grass.
You know, this is Bermuda grass, is a grass that some of us have as turf grasses. More going to be using the more recent varieties. This is a kind of a pasture type, really coarse, spreads throughout both the turf and landscape bed areas, and really can take over a spot. If you've got a large area, I like to use something like the Killzall to go ahead and kill that area out. If you've got sprigs going in the landscape, I've got a product that's been pretty popular over the past few years, has had a few name changes, but the triclopyr ester, maybe the turf lawn ester we've noted in the past, but it's going to be a great product to manage, help to kind of knock these back in the garden.
A selective herbicide which only kills, I guess, broadleaf weeds and Bermuda grass.
That's right. If you want maybe an easier to apply option, the Bermuda grass control from Bayer is going to do a great job at knocking back this Bermuda again. Also going to be very effective on crabgrass.
Okay, now some other controls that we have for crabgrass. We do have the Fertilome Weed Out with Crabgrass Killer.
That's a kind of a four-way herbicide, so it's going to have 3 different broadleaf weed killers and then the grass killer in it as well. So this has been a relatively new product, kind of came from the professional side, but does a good job of killing that crabgrass. Crabgrass we want to control as soon as we see it in the garden.
And then we also have the Ike's Grass Weed Killer, which is just the crabgrass control.
You know, the yellow nutsedge is a weed that's really become kind of common in this area. We see it in areas that have high compaction. We see it in wet areas, see it in dry areas where we've got thin turf, but it's a sedge, which is kind of different than a broadleaf or a grass. Has a very waxy leaf, very vertical, so it can be hard to get spray to stick to these.
Okay, then we have the Halo, which is a great product. You put the packet in a gallon of water, mix it with spreader sticker, apply it to that, and it will control just the sedge.
Yeah, and you're going to want to let it soak in and really take that up to the plant, because it will grow little nutlets under the ground, and those will make new plants if we try to pull it.
Okay, something else we see is little barley, which is kind of at the end of its life cycle, but it has a lot of seeds on it that are going to be dispersed.
They're going to come up in about August, so I like to put down the turf and ornamental about the 4th of July. That way we've got protection and then can still seed this fall.
Okay, if you have any questions on any weeds in your lawn or landscape, bring samples of those in. We'll get you the right product that's easy to use. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.